In this video, I am going to teach you an incredible method in which you can make money online with YouTube with artificial intelligence in a super easy and super simple way. They are super fast processes in which there will be some processes in which it may become complicated for you at first, but little by little, as you get used to using the methods, it will become much easier for you. In this video, I am going to explain step by step how you can start this type of fully automated channels that leave good money. So let's start with one. Well, with the video people, and I am going to show you the results that I have had with this type of video. Let's get started. Well, and for those who don't know me, my name is Mario and I dedicate myself to creating social networks such as TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube, which are the three own age tools that I am using to this day to generate money online through views and some other times some sponsorships. First of all, I teach everyone this type of tools completely free. If in some it may be that others pay, but in general, I try to make it as free as possible so that it works quite well, as you can see. See, I have a lot of experience in this type of thing, so if you want to learn, well, watch the video until the end so that you don't miss any details. Now I will be showing you two videos from this channel in which it is about motivation, personal improvement, or in this case motivation and personal improvement, which are one of the good niches in which I have always been working, since they are niches in which people stay listening with a lot of motivation. If you reach the sentimental situation, in this case the person, we will draw a lot of attention so that the person stays watching the entire video. The videos are not that long, they last 10 minutes to 10 minutes, I think I consider it pretty good. A great average would watch the full video. Now, as you can see this video, I made a total of 85,000 hits and I made 368 O's. As you can see, the income from this video is a total of $4.34 per 1,000 views. It's quite good. I think it's much more than I expected, but I'm talking more or less about savings and personal motivation. I don't show them exactly the niche because they are going to go watch the channel. They are going to copy my thumbnails and everything, but I treat them in point out procedure and you will see how they look for your guide or your pattern, in this case your method on which you can start working. The important thing is that the video is constant, that the video rises progressively, and I have another video here that more or less has an income of 1.31 because I'm just talking about personal improvement, but for every 1,000 visits, well, I would make $1 with 31. It's not more or less these types of niches. I don't even get past 10 minutes. If the videos were longer, I think I would earn more because as long as the videos are longer, more advertising you can show in your videos. Well, first of all, we are going to use our dear friend Vilaja, Reliable, the GPT chat. Why GPT chat? In this case, I have the inclusion of the paid version and it gives me the option to browse the internet. It gives me official sources. In this case, I do want to talk about news and horror stories that people comment on the internet. She analyzes it directly from the pages and writes it in her own way. But in this case, we are going to talk about motivation as personal improvement. Why personal improvement? The most important thing about these types of videos is the search options as well, because they would be videos on how to increase your discipline, how to stop procrastinating, how to stop getting up late, how to be more disciplined then, how to be more visually attractive, how to leave the fear of talking to people, how to be more influential. All those kinds of videos are search options and also have a huge impact on the person's emotions. So we will be playing with the person's emotions and also with the search options. They are two options in which they are quite good for our channel to work. So we're gonna ask him. Well, I have asked GPT chat to give me a text on how to stop procrastinating and be more disciplined in my life in 4,000 characters. Yes, this would be the option. Right now, I'm going to tell you not to stop me in steps because that's what I like least about the GPT chat tool, that you give it to me in steps. Yes. So would that be what he has done as ChatGPT? He always lists it to me. More important is the enumeration and including everything in one text and that each paragraph continues without losing the coherence of the text. This prompt is very important. I'm doing it step by step, but if you want to apply it at once, it would be, give me a text about, in this case, stop procrastinating and be more disciplined, and no enumeration, and each paragraph is consistent with the next. No, then we'll send you this. It automatically rewrites the text to me. Now, the most important thing is that once we have our text written and we don't want our face to come out, obviously in our videos, the most important thing is to use 11 Labs. Yes, I am currently not using 11 Labs paid. I had a video a long time ago in which I was explaining how to use it completely free and I follow it. Using it completely free, as you can see, in a total of 1,000 credits and I have 3115 more or less left. If I change my email, now that it would be a Gmail account in this case, it will give me 10,000 more credits, and so on until I run out. That's very important. I then create a new Gmail, I pay $1, which is the subscription option to start, Sorry, I pay $5, which is the cheapest option, and when you start, they give you $1, but I have already paid for a month. I am no longer paying because I only paid $1, and he let me use all the accounts again. In other words, every time I run out of credits in each account, I pay $1 into an account, the new one I have created, and they are all automatically enabled for me. It's a little voice that I always discover. We will already have the text here. Generally motivational. We are going to stop procrastinating. Your discipline is your ally. We are going to place this paragraph that is here, and we would have Adam's voice. I don't like Adam's voice. Let's hear Maurice's voice.
You can't blame gravity for the
Voice of Mauricio Me. I like to procrastinate. It's a habit. Let's choose Mauricio's voice and let's activate it. Let's make it more stable. Let's go to stability, the one that is more similar and has a more exaggerated style, right? Once we have these steps, it is very important that we take them. Generally, we wouldn't have our voice.
Procrastination is a habit that many of us are familiar with.
Or we are going to download it in the button option down here on the right. And we drag our audio over here.
Procrastinating is a habit with him.
Hello, you will tell me no, but I don't like boring videos. Boring videos always throw images at me. They always throw me. I don't know any kind of things. There is an option in Storyblocks, which could be, yes, I have, for example, this type of videos, but below in the description, I am going to tell you how to obtain this type of videos. No, I can't tell you directly from here because, well, I'd have some problems. It's listening. What music can we have in this style of videos? Do we give it that touch as a motivation adventure? So we directly download our music from YouTube and put it here? No, so it stays like this.
Procrastinate. It's a habit many of us are familiar with.
Now the next tool that we will use would be Leonardo Hey, and it is a completely free tool in which we can generate images. Artificial intelligence, very good and up to a certain limit, but every day the points are recharged. So if you obviously have several Google or Gmail accounts, as I explained previously with the 11 Labs, we can also use it here in the Leonardo 2 to generate images. Let's give it image creation, and as you can see, I have already used it here to create monks. To create any kind of non-Titanic things. These are for TikTok videos I use for TikTok automation. And if you want me to show them the next TikTok automation video, also write to me that we are going to ask you is a prompt, right? And in the GPT chat, he directly gave us a prompt no, because I asked him to generate images for me. And I said, well, currently I won't be able to generate images. It doesn't matter. I'm going to another page that can generate good images for me. Now, directly on the prompt, we have pasted what the artificial intelligence has given us. We are going to copy. What if you can't write it yourself? In general, and it is very important that you see the proportions in which we are going to generate the images, because, for example, this would be a totally square format. Can it serve for Facebook, or can you use vertical content for YouTube? We give it to generate, and as you can see, they have the option of square, vertical, and horizontal. No, so I generated 3 different images in which we could use the horizontal and totally medium option. No, we couldn't use full HD, because in this case, we would have the paid version, right? And we'd have 4 different images. Let's see, and I think this was the one I liked the most. Let's see, and now we drag it directly to our editor, who would be Captain Us. Now, I just downloaded this video that is here from Storyblocks in full HD. As you can see, I don't procrastinate.
It's a habit many of us are familiar with.
There, when the text ends, we could insert an image so that it is not so boring.
Procrastinate. A familiar habit for many.
In the description, I am going to teach you how to download this type of videos from Storyblocks. So well, those videos are quite professional. In this prompt, it would be a person breaking chains and they would generate 4 new images for us. And I also downloaded this other video that is...
This will be the day we start working on our East projects.
Video. I also just downloaded it from Storyblock. As you can see this in full HDY, we are going to place another image again, which are the ones that the artificial intelligence tool has generated for us. We would already have these 2 images and 2 videos no, and I already made 20 minutes of 20 seconds of video in a short time finar.
A habit.
Now, very important to mark the difference in effects, there is one that is called a spark. It is this one that is here. It is called sparks.
Finar is a habit.
There it is, not very important.
Procrastination is a 2, is that it?
Image, since it does not have any movement, we give it in animation and in the combined option. We'll have to do various effects, won't we? For example, I like the zoom do.
It's that impulse to postpone tasks, to tell ourselves what tomorrow we'll start working on.
And this we could also give in animation something slow, something because we are generating emotion. No, we can't.
Studying for that exam or catching up on that pending work?
Maybe the image has nothing to do with the text, but more or less they understand me.
Other projects.
It also has several options in transitions. It is very important that if they want to insert any transition during the video, they drag it into the union of the two videos. Here are two.
Is that impulse?
And is it giving it that more proportion or touch?
That tomorrow will be the day we begin to improve our health. Study 4.
It's changing a lot, and now the most important detail of all would be the automatic subtitles. We give it to generate more visual appeal so that people who are consuming it say, it is done with a good job and gave me that thrill I was looking for, not that motivation.
Procrastinate. It's an app.
And in animations and subtitles, there would be options like subtitles in which they are used in all videos. For example, this is this.
Tomorrow?
Could I do this?
Procrastination is a habit that many of us are familiar with.
We're going to enlarge it, and this would be the result in full, every idea in full HD, so that when the viewer sees it, they say, great video.
Procrastinate.
Besides, he has a good voice, he doesn't hear so bad.
It's a habit many of us are familiar with. It's that urge to postpone tasks, to tell ourselves that tomorrow will be the day we start working on our projects, improving our health. Studying for that exam or catching up on that pending work?
Well, up to here it is more or less that they understand how I can progress respectively to the different tools. They are not adding a video, a text, an image, generating a type of emotions, some effects if you want. Well, they don't place it. This is very important. Let them know that they are very constant. Upload 3 videos a week of this type of content. They can take 2 to 3 hours a day to make a type of video of this style, and they work quite well because I tell you that they are very good videos. It's already a matter of you and the title, the thumbnail, how to position the videos. I will be doing a course directly from scratch so that you can see how I do the entire process of creating a channel, how to create a video, what exactly the tools I use to generate all this type of content. And also the most important thing of all is how to position them. Not that visits arrive. It's not that I upload the video and no one sees it. The title, the thumbnail, the positioning, the description, the tags, all of that influences a lot in the videos. So well, I'll be making a video soon about this style, and I hope you really like this one. Let me know if you want more videos like this, and we'll see each other in the next one.